All right, guys.
All right, let's go get some practice laps in, see what we got.
All right. Here's part 2 of my little tutorial.
All right,
What
let's
I've
make these
learned
laps
about
count, nice and
the
clean.
Insure.
Stay on the blend line
It
now.
wasn't the fastest Wednesday, but I don't know what the hell. The beginning run, the car is going to be very, very loose. Air pressures are just really high, as they are when they always start. So just keep that in mind. I'll walk you through here a lap, and then we'll run a couple. So I found you can brake between the 2 and 1 markers. When I don't have my adjustments on, I think you can drive into 1, or you can brake at 2. You kind of have to play with it. That's what I've been doing. Shifting does play a role in this track. But I'll let off at around 2. I'll start braking pretty good at 1. I kind of drag the brake. I don't go like full onto it. When I'm shifting, I'm usually kind of letting off the brake, shifting about where the asphalt starts, the darker asphalt, or this white line here into 3. And you really want to roll the corner. I found with the Cup cars, I'm better on the inside than the outside. The key is you do not want to hit these seams. You want to be either right in the lane on top or in the lane on the bottom. I found if you get your left front down there on the seam, it can help you turn the car, that's for sure, if you're tight, but it will hook you around. So if you get on it, you can kind of feel the car kind of hooking. You got to kind of let it go back up. But you really want to be in between, especially on exit, or at least driving straight off of them. Now, let me back up here. So I roll into the corner. I kind of aim it low. I try to wash up the track just a hair, but keep it within there. I play with the gas how I feel good. Usually by these red Toyota signs here, I'll start getting back on the throttle. Judging how the car's reacting, if it's pushing or spinning, I play with it until I get pointed. And when I'm coming off the exit, you can see the tower up there. That's where I'm aiming on exit. You want to make it really straight on exit, I found is the best. So like right about here, I really want to be aiming for the tower, and then you're going to drive right up across here. I aim for the tower, and I want to come out on the straightaway up here. Once you get out of that black asphalt and back on the straightaway, you can pretty much go full throttle. But if you have any steering wheel in it, it will, like, the car's going to want to spin, especially the first run. Once you get tire adjustments in, then you're pretty good. Same thing, you come down into 1, brake at the 2 or the 1. I'd even go for those black marks on pit wall. As the tires fade, you can kind of, you don't, not as much speed, and they'll slide a little more, so you can kind of drive in. But again, brake, downshifting if you want to do that right here by these white lines. If not, I'm braking until the black Cup Series banner. Again, drag the brake, aim in the corner, come down here. You want to wash up, but you definitely want to start getting the car pointed right about here where the end of the grandstands are, and these red banners. You really want the car, like in Heat 5, you want to make sure you're pointed back down, and by that, this strip right here is usually my marker of I can start getting back on the throttle and focusing on corner exit. Now off of 2 over here, there is a bump, and it can throw the car sideways if you don't hit it right. The higher you are, the more likely you are to hit it. But coming off of 2, I aim for that red RV up on the hill. That's like the front stretch exit point. It's different than the front stretch, but it's shallower, but it works out. So you come up here, and then you're back up against the wall, full throttle, everything else. So I'll try to put a couple laps here together, and see how that goes. So come down here, be forward, braking, dragging the brake, tapping it, roll through here, Trying to stay off the seams, cross, back on the throttle, full throttle, shift, braking, dragging, downshift. Now what downshifting allows you to do is you actually roll a lot more corner speed. I realized it helps with passing. So that's another thing to keep in mind. So pedal it as you come through there, as you feel good. Come down the back, braking, downshift, off the brakes, just rolling, rolling, rolling. Okay, gonna start kind of getting the throttle. Okay, get her pointed gently on the throttle. Again, you don't want to mash the throttle, you want to ease into it. Now front stretch, now show you brake into one. I'll run a lap here without the without shifting here, give you an idea of that. I noticed on the first run with no adjustments, not shifting, the car actually feels a lot looser. So just to keep that in mind. So you run up here, crossover. It's okay to split the seam, but you definitely don't want to be, you don't want your tires either side on the seam. Brake. Playing with the gas. Really starting to get back into it. Straighten the wheel. Straight off, down the straightaway. Yeah, you can play with it. I was too. I found sometimes on a long run, as the tires get worn, sometimes shifting actually gave me some more speed. So, fastest I ran was a 31.2, 31.1. That was with the adjustments that I will post for you guys to see of what I was doing. I found that, I mean, obviously, like everywhere else, the car handles way better with adjustments than without. So I'm going to run a lap here quiet.
Fastest lap yet, driver. Amazing lap, driver.
Oh, there I wrecked, but you guys get the idea. Shifting, non-shifting, you saw I ran a 31.907 with not shifting, and then a 31.95 with shifting, just depending on how you hit your lines and stuff. The only other thing with shifting is you will notice on the straightaways, you might not get that top end speed sometimes the fifth gear, at least racing against AI. They would kind of pull even or even pull away from me a little bit. But you have so much corner speed that you can kind of gap them and then work off of that. So hopefully this helps you guys out.